a great evening. I pulled cards. I wanted to look at this thing, the Trump backing out of the 60-minute interview. So why is he doing that? Well, if you've seen the interview he did before, was 60 Minutes with what's her name, Christina Stahl, she was not letting him get away with any of his lies. She would confront him on it. And he finally got up and just left the interview because it wasn't a softball interview. She actually asked him questions, and every time he came up with an absolute lie, she would confront him on it and say, that's not true. Okay? So what did I get with this? This is about his ending it, mentally ending that new action. Okay? So the cards are listening. Yeah, he did not want to do that interview. He backed out and said, I'm not doing it. So the energy coming into it is about his sleepless nights, worried about the foundation of what's built, the questions they're asking, etc. So it's about what he wants to hand out, and it's just painful to him because it's not a softball interview. They would actually confront him on facts and not let him get away with gaslighting people through the whole interview. So the challenge with it is he's worried about loss of face, okay? Absolute loss. He would lose in this interview. So the outcome is, you know, as usual, this is his path that he's always walked. He'll just walk away from it because it's too strong for him. And underneath of it all, it's ending because it would temper his speech and keep him absolutely tied up in knots. Because Christina Stahl is an actual journalist, okay? An actual interviewer, and the only interviews he will do is softball questions with people that don't push back on any of his lies, that they just let him get away with it. Oh, as you can hear, my voice is just still not working right. So anyway, that's why he's backing out and not doing this 60-minute interview, because Christina Stahl would not let him get away with gaslighting people. She would call him on every single one of his BS things, and that was the whole interview. Every time he opened his mouth, he would try to lie and gaslight. And so every time she would confront him on it and say, that's not true, you know. So he didn't like being confronted. He didn't like actually having somebody say, look, you need to speak the truth, and I'm not going to let you sit here and gaslight. So yeah, he got up in the middle of the interview and just walked out. And so she was asking about the health care plans and everything, and of course he had nothing. And he would try to gaslight the whole thing, and just she wasn't having any of it. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online. Sorry about this. I'm doing the best I can to speak, but it's just not going well tonight. Oh, mercy. But that being said, I'm looking at perhaps taking off on the great grand adventure, my first real big, my big time since I've got the ostomy to be on the road. So we'll see. The countdown, I think, is on in earnest now to actually be go. going, and I am thinking about, I want to go back east up to Maine, Vermont, Maine, that I've never been to before. So on that note, I'll leave that here. And we'll see you online. Hopefully my voice is better tomorrow. It is not working this evening at all.